Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to Winging It. Now it is time for our hot sauce.
That's right. Well, since it's the spring cleaning time of year, a lot of people might be thinking about getting rid of gadgets. I've got a drawer full of electronic stuff, battery chargers, all kinds of stuff that probably don't need. And you know, in the day of the laptop and the cell phone, you can pretty much get anything accomplished you need to on either one of those items. So let's get right to it right now. Here's a list from the New York Times. They made a list of things you can and cannot afford to use. Well, it turns out you can afford to lose your desktop computer. Laptops these days have all the functions most people need, and you can always hook it in or up to a large monitor and you know, add a keyboard to it. So So yeah, do you have one of those giant things somewhere?
I don't. Actually, yes, we do in a closet. We have an old desktop that's not being used because we have an iPad, and like they're amazing. You can just like touch it, and it's so fast. That's the best part about it, because with desktops, you feel like you're always sitting there like, oh, when is this going to work?
Exactly. To me, it's just a space. It's a total space issue, not to take up all that space. All right.
I don't even have a desk.
No, who does, right? You just keep the laptop anywhere you want. All right, next gadget. This one's a little controversial, in my opinion. Apparently, those handy little thumb drives, well, you can get rid of them. You don't need a special device to share files anymore. You can store pretty much everything you need right online by uploading your photos to a sharing website or emailing them to yourself. Now, that's definitely a possibility, but...
It is. Well, like, things like Gmail have so much storage space that you really don't ever need to clear that out or get rid of anything that could someday be important. But it is like a source of comfort having that little thumb drive and knowing that your documents are safe somewhere on something physical.
I just love having it on my keychain. I got to admit, I will not get rid of my thumb drive.
Oh, you're saying no. No, New York Times.
Saying no to that. All right. The next subject, this is a good one here, too. I bet a lot of people can relate. Something to hang on to, your old-fashioned alarm clocks. Smartphones, like we all have, can wake you up with your favorite song, but they're just not as reliable as those radio clocks, and I totally agree. 3 times a month at least, before I went out and got an alarm clock, my cell phone was letting me down. And now I have a giant alarm clock. I bought it at a yard sale. It's old school. It makes a lot of noise. It wakes up the neighbors, but I'm up.
Yep. Sometimes I come home and my alarm clock's still going off because I forgot that I had set it, and it never fails. But cell phones can cut out. It can be network issues. It can be battery issues. I can see why you would want to keep that alarm clock.
All right. So now you got a good idea of what to throw and what to keep away.